Hi guys, Okie Crime News here. We are here in Cyril, Oklahoma. We have some people bringing some stuff up. Where did you guys come from? I'm sorry. Okay. I can't believe they have that sign up there. I was looking at that. Yeah.
It's awful on Christmas
I know it.
with our kids. I know that 25
Yeah. It's just sad. I just can't imagine what went through his mind. What was going through his mind.
I don't know if it's awful. It's really Hey guys.
Hey Betty, I'm
Sorry
here in
I'm a little
Cyril.
late. I was trying to get a video uploaded on where I'm at and all that good stuff and thought I would pop on here. I didn't realize my time was running so close.
Hey, you're good. Hey, I've got somebody here from Fort Cobb, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
She has dropped some stuff off. Look at this, Betty.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
That is very beautiful. What made her, I mean, is she from the local area or did she commute over?
Yeah, my dad lives here.
Oh, your dad lives in Cyril.
here?
Okay.
How does this, now if your dad lives there, how is this, affecting the community there? That's a smaller community, correct?
Everybody's upset by it.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys know of the rumors? I mean, we know that the girls didn't have, medical care and things of that nature. Did people even know that the kids were in the home?
Some people said they had no idea that the kids were even here.
Yeah.
Didn't even know she had them.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, but one thing that I had been told was that the house she lived in before this one, in the closet there were scratch marks and feces all over it, like someone had been locked in the closet. But nobody said anything about
Now,
it.
was that the Rough Springs house where they previously
I
lived?
think it was the house right before this one. I'm not really sure because I didn't know her. I don't.
Okay.
Well, God bless you for your contribution and everything. And we're just, everybody, I mean, we got a lot of people in the chat and everybody is praying for your community, praying for them.
Oh, gosh.
So say hi to you too. All right, Betty. Yeah, let me get my stuff out of the car here and I'm going to put my gifts here. I haven't seen anybody.
And people don't realize you trucked quite a bit this morning to get there.
Yes, I did. I traveled about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to rain. It rained on the way here just a little bit, not much, but it's actually turned out really good. So I've got her some Christmas bears.
Aww.
And then I've got her Valentine's.
Aww.
I'm not quite, there's so much here. Let's see where we can put this. I want to show you the sign. The sign actually makes me sick. I'm going to step on this porch without ruining anything here. But I'm going to put this in the front door.
Do we know if they own that home or if they were renting? We don't know.
I think they were renting. Look at this sign. Can you read that sign?
Oh, they're creepy.
Hold on, I'm trying.
Okay. They're creepy and they're kooky. I can't read that. And spooky.
It says they're creepy, they're kooky, whatever that word is, and spooky, and they're ooky together, the Addams family.
Wow.
That's on her front door.
Wow. And it's been there for a while too, even for Christmas. That's just horrible.
It is.
Sounds like these people just, there's got to be another element we're not catching here. I mean, I just don't see, people having 4 children and then abusing. So, I mean, I just feel like there's more to this story than that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, to be honest with you, oh my God, the bedroom windows are open.
Mm.
Wow.
That place is trashed.
Trash. Could be OSBI going through there. There's a baby car seat here.
That looks almost like the Wells house. I mean, but the Wells was just.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I'm gonna walk around back here.
The Wells was dirty. That house just looks filthy. 6 kids.
This is so sweet. Obviously, this little truck has been here for a while.
Aw.
So it belongs here. I'm going to kind of take
Wow.
a look around back
And
here.
that community, I'm looking behind you. It looks like a really nice, safe community.
It is. It's a very rural community, actually. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen any police because it is so small.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got back here. Yeah, they've got it all fenced off. Kids' bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm so happy that you came online with me, but the story itself, it's just sad.
Yeah.
It's just really sad.
So what we know so far is that let's just get back to the facts a little bit. So what we know
Okay.
so far is that this child apparently wasn't known to have been even missing for at least a hot minute.
At least, yeah. If
Because
she was killed on December 26th,
yeah,
I do believe baby A was found.
but what did you found? It wasn't it like January 13th or something like
13th,
that?
something like that. Yeah.
So you're talking about, 20 some odd days, and we don't even know how long she was there alone.
Right.
Because
Well, from what I understand, she only had syrup, pancake syrup to eat.
and we
Can you
know
believe
that mom, or not mom, caregiver, but she was still mom of the other 4 children, was at the home. It sounds like she was at the home on Christmas when all of this stuff was transpiring. And
Yeah.
then she leaves all her kids knowing exactly what Ivan did. She leaves her children plus the surviving care child with this person that just murdered
Exactly. Exactly. But
and
also,
up with boyfriend.
yeah. Also, the other aspect is they've only spoken with her. Not sure if they've spoken with him. They gave her a $500,000. They gave her a $500,000 bond.
Mm-hmm.
He has no bond.
Yeah.
She has 2 charges of child neglect. But who's to say what mother would let the father that just murdered that baby take them to Arizona?
But just to leave and act like nothing happened and go live with boyfriend. Like this is sick stuff. I don't know if I could live with myself. And not only that, but if she told the boyfriend and the boyfriend didn't do anything about it, why is he not in hot water as well?
Exactly. See, there's more to it. Like you said, there's more to it. We'll hear more as it comes out.
Yeah, and then we got the regular parents. Now, if mom and dad or whoever had care of these children before they handed them over to this family 2 years ago, by the way,
yeah,
2 years ago, that means one child was only 2, the other child was 3. So they raised these kids out of diapers, and they were able to assault them and do whatever. But even then, you've got. Where's the parents? And did the parents know that this man was violent when she left them in his care? Because if she did, sorry, she should be in jail too. And so should the father.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely. I don't even know where the biological parents live. I have their names. I don't know if I want to say that right now because they haven't been charged. Think they should.
Yeah.
For 2 years, they have not seen their children. For 2 years. I don't know what kind of life. And if you look behind me here, right there is a main highway where that little girl, 3 houses down from her, where she was found.
So she could have just walked out and got killed.
Yeah.
I mean, like they were just hoping she would just expire in the home. I mean,
yeah.
I don't understand what they thought, what they were thinking when they didn't take her with them. I mean, if she's not a dog or a cat, you just don't throw some food on the floor and walk out for a week.
Well, there's a cat right there there he is right there behind me on the ground. Guarantee you he looks like a house cat and probably belongs to them and they don't care.
Yeah, well, we need to find out because the animal services need to be out there to make sure that.
Yeah, it looks like people actually have got bowls of cat food out here for it too. So I do imagine the cat does live here. They've got bowls of cat food and they're taking care of the cat.
For the audience, let me see. Do I have this on here? For the audience, if you guys want to send out any kind of care packages, flowers, bears, if you want to have anything delivered out there. I know I wrote the address down here. course, I take it from you and then I lose my marbles and don't even know where. Okay, here it is. Now, I don't know the zip code, but it is in Cyril, Oklahoma. But the house is 225 West Nebraska Avenue. If anybody wants to send out any memorial items, you're more than welcome to have balloons delivered, flowers delivered, teddy bears. It's just a sad, sad situation.
It is.
And this is becoming common. I mean, we're finding that parents are doing this in just about every single state.
Yeah. I just can't even wrap my brain around it. I honestly can't. Right now, there's probably a child missing out there, and the parents had something to do with it. Well, I think we've got 2 of them in Kenny, Texas now, 2 sisters.
Yeah. And
So-
you know, we went on there, we were on here last night talking about it, and people were like, don't judge anybody. Then we come to find out, doing due diligence, the grandma was supposed to be in court for drug charges. I'm like, what? Like, she was supposed to be in court for some pretty significant drug charges, and her son concoct this thing to take the kids away from mom, and son goes to jail, and she's on the run with the kids.
Oh my gosh. It's
and
insane.
I'm just like, what the heck? Even when we
These
try
poor
to give
babies.
these people the benefit of the doubt, we look into them and it's like, oh my goodness, like she has no business being these kids have no business being in her care.
No. And then this, I mean, I don't know why we didn't hear, maybe because the internet, has just really exploded. We're just hearing about these children, but it seemed to happen more and more every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
Every single day.
I just don't get it. If I could drive everywhere, I would. I would just to.
That's why I'm out. Like I keep saying, I was just talking to one of my friends. She's been a good supporter of mine for some time. She was actually out in Chatham County almost daily with me, and I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, I'm miserable at home. Like, there's so much that needs to be done. I'm sitting at home, going live, and there's literally all these cases that need exposure and need attention.
Awareness. Oh, that's my big thing. Everybody's got to know about this.
Yeah. And so her sister, the one that was walking down the road, from my understanding, has now seen a doctor, is in protective custody, and is,
Yes.
They are probably using, adolescent or, kid type psychologists to find out what truly happened and trying to help her with the trauma of all this, because it doesn't sound like the trauma started recently. It sounds like it's been progressive for quite some time.
Yeah. I put a picture up on the sister's little face. You could see where a bruise is right there. And I really screamed into that. I thought maybe that's just a shadow, but I think these babies have really been through the ringer.
Yeah, and that really upsets me, because I do think maybe the reason why the parents haven't been charged is because they can't find them.
Possibly.
Or maybe they, and I keep thinking, well, if
they got the wrong person for that, because I can find anybody.
Yeah. Well, we need to, because I almost want to knock on a door and ask them, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Oh, I wish I knew where they live right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, on my way back, I'm not going to go live. I'm going to try to find that house at Rice Springs just to put a little something extra there. But I don't want to go live there. To me, that's very personal. And I know that her funeral is next Tuesday or Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I'll find that out.
Yeah, I'm surprised they were releasing her this quickly. I mean, even with Quentin Simon, they still have him.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I wonder who's putting on the funeral. I mean, it sounds like
I've heard it's the community.
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of communities. When you have despicable people like this, who does the stuff for the children? It's the community. It's not the despicable people that caused it.
Yeah, I wish people would come out and talk to me now, but they're hurting. I know they are. They're hurting. They just don't know what to say.
Yeah. And especially if none of them even knew that these children existed, they wouldn't even.
Yeah, like that girl said. They didn't even know these kids existed. And if you'll look on her, hold on, I've got to put my glove on. My hands are freezing.
Yeah.
And if you'll look on her Facebook, not one picture of those babies.
Not even hers, really.
Yeah, really, even hers. Yeah, except for that little girl and that big old princess cake.
Wow. So it's it makes me wonder what's been going on. It sounds like this is another house of horrors.
I just thank God she had sense enough to walk outside and find somebody.
Yeah,
or
and
else
you know
she
what? I
possibly
always
could have been another victim.
Oh yeah, and I always say, we always look for the silver lining in these
Yeah.
horrible cases, and this silver lining in this horrible case is that she did save her sister, but not only her sister, she saved 4 other children because those children are no longer being cared for by these
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But the
Yes.
bad side about it is somebody's going to have to take care of those kids. Are
Yeah.
those kids going to stay in Arizona, or are they going to have to come back here? That's how's that whole situation.
Yeah.
You don't know the answer to that. It's more rhetorical, but it is a question that I have I don't know the answer.
Oh, I just seen a beautiful picture. Let me show you this.
Aw.
Watch out, kitty, kitty. Hold on. Let me see if you can see this. Can you see that?
Go down just a little bit more. Aw, yeah. You know what
It says, "We'll love forever, Hernandez and Salvador family." Oh,
Aw, that's really sweet. Listen to this. So I have a story to tell, people, and this is kind of trigger warning, so to speak. So, a kid, and this is just a story. This is not anything reality. This is a fictional story, but I think it drives home the messaging. And it was this mom. She was an abusive mom, and this son came with her red lipstick, and it's like, "Mommy, mommy, I drew." And so she looked at her bed, and she's seen lipstick smeared all over it, and she beat her child until he stopped moving, stopped breathing. And when she looked at that sheet, it said, "I love you, mommy." And so, I just want that every time I hear that was a story told to me, but every time I hear that, it kind of resonates, the brutality of some of it's such they're so angry and they're so quick to act that they don't teach. Like those types of things happen with children. Children color on walls. They get a hold of your lipstick. It's your responsibility, knowing your child will do that. So you have to take the responsibility of making sure those items are out of their reach.
exactly.
And
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. That blew my mind.
It's really, really hard for me. This whole case is very hard for me. She's another very young child.
Yeah.
And once again, it was the people that she trusted the most.
Exactly. Exactly. No one family member I understand went to the vigil. Someone just put that in that live chat. Not one family member showed up to that vigil.
Yeah. And that's just that is horrific. That is beyond horrific. Because at the end of the day, these children, they matter to us. And if they don't even matter to their own family, we need to ask why.
And I've got a shout out to Athena Strand's mother. That's the strongest woman I've seen in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
She's online now advocating for these victims and children.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't see how she did it. I mean, I don't see how she's doing it. But she's got another baby to live for. So
yeah. But it's still hard. I mean, you never quite get over. I mean, I'm so thankful that even like with Kaylee Gonzalez's family, they've got 4 other children, most of them adults, a couple of them not quite there yet. But I can't imagine if this was, a younger family, how horrible that would be, trying to care for a child, having that grief and that longing, that missing of another child that was never coming home. It's just, I get stressed out and cover my head in bed over stupid, petty stuff, nothing this serious. And I just don't know how people have the, the tenacity to even get up, the energy to even get up out of bed, to even function.
Yeah. I don't see how they do it. They're brave.
Yeah, they are. They are. So what do you think is going to happen moving forward? I mean, Oklahoma, how they function more so than I do. I've never set foot in Oklahoma. At least if I have, I don't remember.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't. I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in the justice system. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I do know we do have the death penalty here.
Good.
I do know, I have heard that they do want it moved out of the county because of so much publicity over this case. And I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, this is all over the state of Oklahoma. You're going to find very few people that's not going to know about this case.
Right.
So I honestly don't know what they're doing. I heard a rumor last night, just a rumor from another creator, just a rumor that Miss Adams had jail justice last night and she ended up in the hospital.
Well,
don't know if that's true yet.
Well, if it is, you know what? I'm sorry, but I don't advocate for violence whatsoever, inside jail or outside jail. But, you know, out of all the people that would probably earn that, it would be her, because you watch this child, light, literally the glimmer of light go out of her being. And then you walk out the door with 5 children that needed your help, and you turn your back on them. Like, that is like Ivan, that's, I don't get that. I don't get why he would do this. He's obviously a monster.
Yeah,
That is a special kind of monster. Think about that. I don't care if she put one hand on these children. You didn't need to.
Nope.
You know, she didn't need to. Just not caring about the well-being. Like, you go through the energy of having a child, keeping that child, doing that 4 times. And you are going to walk off. Why? Because you didn't have the money to take care of them?
Yeah.
So, hey, let's just jeopardize their lives too. Oh, maybe he won't do that to the rest of them. Well, what if he did?
It's sad. I just can't. It just blows my mind how she could walk away. But again, I'm not convinced she didn't have anything to do with it.
I have a funny feeling that she was. Well, she's probably just as culpable as him. I'm sorry, but there is a portion of the law that says that you, as a caregiver, if you allow somebody else to abuse your children, you're just as responsible for that abuse, for failing to protect them. And that is really what comes down to it. But I have a funny feeling she's talking, and they're going to, I don't know if they're going to elevate her charges later, but I know they're going to want her to, be a state prosecutor for Ivan. But I don't know what, because there's also part of the law that you can't force a spouse to, testify against your significant other, but it doesn't prevent you from doing so willingly.
Exactly.
It's just meaning that the states can't force you to. But it sounds like she's trying to save her own hide at this point.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And I'm surprised she's not charged with first-degree murder myself. I can't believe that. She's only got 2 charges of child neglect. That's it. She should have a lot more than that. 4 on top of the other 2.
Like, if I saw somebody kill somebody right in front of my eyes, I don't know exactly what I would do at that moment. I don't know if I'd pick up the first thing I could to beat the crap out of them and leave. I don't know if I'd pick up the phone and call law enforcement. I don't know if I would stay there for the night and get everybody together and get out as quickly as I could. But I wouldn't walk out the door alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And they celebrated New Year's Eve in this house. She was already gone.
That is sick that makes me sick.
That's sick. And that, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Yeah, I just had 2 police officers drive by. So, Betty, I think I'm going to cut this short.
Okay.
Not quite sure why
you can always
they're
go
driving by, but do what?
I said you can always go around, possibly knock on the neighbor's doors or something, just get a lay of the land. I find, like, even going up to convenience stores, talking to some people, I'm just curious. It sounds like the entire community is affected by this. And I personally want to know, how are they affected? Like, what do they want to see come out of all this? It's not just the thing to be in a bad environment or to, to be in a situation like this, but just really getting into how they're feeling. What has this done to the community, especially if the community feels blindsided that they didn't even know these children were there.
Oh, yeah.
And they had no ability to protect them because they had no knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll do on my way back. We've got quite a few stores, a Dollar General and a convenience store on the way out. So
yeah,
I'll get a couple of interviews.
Store there, convenience store. See if they've ever seen the children. See if he's ever been up there with the children. What has he purchased? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, this is insane. I did not know people had no idea that these kids did not. Even there.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know too. That's what I'll find out for sure.
Aw, well, God bless you for all you do, for all you're doing
Thank
for the
you.
true crime community and bringing this case to Athena. She didn't get a whole lot of attention, and I feel really bad because when she was missing, we could have really done some good. I'm glad people did pick up on it and start running with the ball, and I'm glad she has been found. She's not going to be left alone. Poor. We have so many of them that we've never found from a
Yeah.
Harmony. Thank God they found Serenity, but they didn't
Yeah.
find Cody Bigsby. They
Yeah.
haven't found Summer Wells. They haven't found Michael Vaughn. I mean, we're getting close with all these
Right.
cases, but they haven't been found. And I want them to come home and be put to rest
Me
properly.
too. Me too. There's a case, Gabriel Johnson, 13 year. He should be 13 years old today. I don't know if you've. That's another story, another day. But yeah, that mama's still living her life and just had a new baby.
She does not. Anybody that loses a child and your child has never been found and you
Yeah.
have never been cleared, you should never, like CPS should be all up in that.
That's what you would think. You would think.
But
But I
that's
thank you
the
so
purpose
much.
of my centralized database. When people try to move states and they change their driver's license, it triggers to notify the local Department of Children and Family Services, letting them know that this child's there. This system needs to be put in place.
People need to have awareness. If you don't see a child that lives in that house, if you don't see them going to school for at least after a week, go check on that child.
Yeah.
That children are living in that house. Have your eyes and ears open because there are monsters out there, and they live among us.
And some of them are called mommy and daddy.
I know. That's the sad part about it.
Yep.
That's the sad part.
Well, God bless you for everything you do. Let me know how I can help you. And again,
Absolutely.
guys, this is a newer creator, Okie Crime News. Please give her love and support. We want to support the people that are out there doing the right thing for these cases. All this drama, all these haters out there, we're not going to support them. They do nothing
No.
for the children. They do nothing for them. It's people like, I don't want to say your name, Okie Crime News. It's people like her that really do help and really do bring awareness. So we want to support anybody and everybody that gets off their duff and goes out there for these children. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And God bless you.
Yep. I'll be rocking and rolling just for people to know. We're going to be covering the Madalena Kojakari case. We're going to be covering Alec Murdaugh, and we're going to be covering Quentin Simon and Leilani Simon. That is part of our tour of the East Coast on these cases to bring awareness and give everybody real live updates with boots on the ground.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I could be out there, I would. So I have faith in you. You're the best.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Guys, that was so great just having her on here. But just being at this house, I just can't help. I can't believe nobody knew these babies even lived in this house. I hope you guys have a great Friday or Saturday. Saturday, guys. Saturday. Brain's not here, working overtime. I love you guys. God bless you. And again, thank you, Betty. You're the best. I am going to go. There's a third police officer headed my way.